Well, good morning, students, and welcome to MBA 635, Module 1. So I thought I would do a brief video introducing Module 1 to you, and this information will also be posted in the course announcement. So, a few things to go over about the course. We'll start with the big picture of the course first. Let me scroll down. So this course looks at corporate culture and social responsibility, about how to build a sustainable business and how to promote corporate ethics and values. The point here is that we don't want to separate business success from corporate social responsibility. In fact, they're very closely intertwined. In order to have a sustainable operation or organization, you also need to have a strategic way of working on corporate social responsibility. And throughout the course, we'll emphasize why that is really true. So, for example, if you don't have a good environmental practice, that's a risk. And that means that you can be subject to litigation or various lawsuits. You could also experience fines from different governmental authorities, and that can be a business disruption. Also, the public now demands a higher level of performance from organizations and from organizational leaders. And if you're not well aligned with environmental practices, that can lead to a very poor brand reputation and loss of sales. So that's why we pay attention to corporate social responsibility, among other things. Besides, it's the right thing to do. So first, I think it's good to become familiar with the course syllabus. So I'm just clicking out to the course homepage in the syllabus. And a couple things I want to make you aware of. Make sure that you go out and follow this link for the course text from Snooze Library. You're also going to need to go out and follow this link to get access to a couple of Harvard Business Review articles that we'll be using in the course. In terms of the points, 1,000 points for the course, and there are going to be a variety of activities. There'll be discussions. There are some group activities. So we mentioned here a group discussion, group case study, and group short paper. In a previous announcement, I have provided information about how you're organized into some groups, and you'll be working with those groups to accomplish some of these activities. And then the main focus of course, is your final project, and that's your CSR statement. And you'll be working on that in terms of milestones throughout the course and getting feedback from me. I did post an announcement recently about Lego Corporation and an example of how they think about corporate social responsibility. Probably good to look at that announcement. The rest of the stuff looks pretty straightforward. For Module 1, we're going to be looking at a discussion about introduction to business ethics. And then there's also information about your final project. We're getting started now. And then we'll also be working toward a milestone for Project 1. All right, so let me go back out to my Word document, and we'll click on some other links. The grading rubrics, I think this is very important. If you go out into the course area and you click around for some of the information about the course, I think it's essential that you take a glance at these rubrics that are out there before you start doing any activity. My practice whenever I take a course, and I take a lot of ongoing continuing education courses, is to immediately go to the information about how I'm going to get feedback, how the grading is going to work. And that's what I'm asking you to do, because when I look at your information, it's not creative writing, it's just basic, straightforward, following directions. I want you to make sure that you understand how I'm going to organize the feedback, and these rubrics represent how I will organize the feedback. So please be familiar with the rubric before you ever start doing an assignment. All right, let's go back out to our Word document. Now, the big idea for Module 1 is that we want to make sure you start getting a good foundation in the first module about business ethics in terms of issues and how to manage issues. And the environment is changing so much, you really cannot have a static corporate social responsibility position or strategy. It's something that once your corporate social responsibility strategy is set up, it's something that you have to make as a part of your ongoing leadership system, because the world is changing so much, the issues are changing so much, it's got to be very dynamic. And I hope as we go through the course, you'll be able to develop some sensitivity to this. In terms of Module 1, let's take a look at what's involved there. So I'd like for you to make sure you look at both of these links as the kind of a detailed overview of the module. But I'm going to pay attention to the 3 activities. There's going to be a discussion, so make sure you follow the directions. And again, immediately look at the discussion rubric about how I'm going to provide feedback, and I'll be participating in discussions, by the way. Make sure that all of your assignments are done on time. That's very important. Secondly, I want to make sure you go over the guidelines for doing the final project review, and make sure you take a look at that. And then you're going to submit in Module 1 the first section of our corporate social responsibility paper. So that's your background information. And again, make sure you look at what you're being asked to do. So it's important here to follow the template for corporate social responsibility that I posted previously, and begin populating some of the details in the template. And you should have already completed MBA 560, so you have a lot of good background and information about the company already. Make sure that you clearly describe the company and the business, product, or service. If it's a publicly traded company that you're evaluating, make sure you include that. Again, concisely, get to the point quickly. This is business writing, it's not creative writing. And then secondly, if you've not completed a business plan in MBA 560, which occasionally happens, then you're going to need to follow some of the directions for identifying other companies, and I would follow these links to get some background on how to do that. And if you need any help, just let me know. Okay, I think that's it for Module 1. If there are other things that I need to help you with in Module 1, please email me and I will respond very quickly. And welcome to the course. Have a great day.